My name is Deborah Slaner Larkin, and I'm the CEO of the Women's Sports Foundation.
Tell us a little bit about the most recent activity and mission of the Women in Sports Foundation.
Well, we were founded 40 years ago by Billie Jean King, and the purpose was to be the collective voice for all women and girls in sport. At that time, it was really important to get girls to be able to participate in sport. It was before Title IX was passed, and a lot of girls weren't in sport. Since that time, the number of girls went from 1 in 27 to play sport to now it's 1 in 3. So that sounds really terrific, and it is. But there is a large segment of girls who are not participating, and that's primarily African American and Hispanic girls. So we are focusing a lot of efforts to make sure that those populations especially are provided with programs that will develop their skills and have long-term sports opportunities. We're very proud to announce today, actually, that we're partnering with ESPNW on a big grant program that's a national program just to make sure that African American girls and Hispanic girls play sport. The other, there are many reasons why sport is very important, and as we do more and more research, we find out all the great health benefits that are afforded to girls in sport. Again, 25 years ago, when we talked about health, we didn't talk about an obesity problem. We didn't talk about girls showing adult diseases like we do today. Girls at age 7, 13 are showing signs and full-blown cases of diabetes and heart disease that we used to only see with adults. So it's very important that girls are active so that they can combat the obesity and other disease problems.
So you told us a little bit about the ESPN project. Tell us a little bit more about that, and what other projects are you currently working on and pushing forward with this mission?
Well, we think it is we work on both spectrums, really, with girls in sport. Those who are just starting out in sport experience, grassroots programs, and we support them. And then we also support girls and women who are more on the elite level. We have a wonderful travel and training program that's sponsored by Gatorade, and whereby we give grants to girls who are on the elite level and are wanting to participate and compete at the highest levels and in the Olympics and World Championships and et cetera. And that's thrilling. And many of them go on to win, but they all win because they have gotten the support from organizations that says you matter and we want you to reach your potential. The other thing that we are really focusing on now is helping the athletes even after they finish their competition. It's very often we see that the confidence levels and achievement levels that these young women show when they're on the field or in the pool or on the court are not the same right after their competition stops. So we feel we want to be able to help them in that next transition to their next career. There is a lot of research that shows that in 2 specific areas, that better business decisions are made when there is a diverse group of people in the room, and that includes women. So a very important way for it's better business to have women and diverse groups to make better business decisions. The second is that there have been studies that show in Fortune 500 companies that 80% of the women who are in positions in Fortune 500 companies point to sports as a reason why they've been successful in business. So it just makes perfect sense to make sure that we prepare athletes to learn business skills and help them transition to those next levels because they're already there.
And let's say in the next 5 to 10 years, what are some of the hurdles that the foundation is looking to overcome and help women overcome?
You know, I'd like to just backtrack, if I may, just to say that the basis of the work we do is the research and advocacy programs. The research, we have found that evidence-based research really helps let us know what kind of programs that we should do, and helps us with the advocacy that we promote. For example, in the research, we did research that shows that African American and Hispanic girls were not participating, so we started the grant program. In advocacy, well, certainly Title IX, which was enacted over 40 years ago, we're still not in compliance with that. Girls still are not seeing equity. We're not getting the same number of scholarships. Right now, there is a lot of problem in terms of sexual violence that is going on in programs, whether it's in schools or in community and Olympic programs, and that must stop. So we're going to be working on that. So we do a combination of prevention and then making things right, if you will, that there are problems. Certainly in the Title IX area is one. Another key area is in leadership, and this is in coaches and administrators. Before Title IX even, 90% of women were coaching women's sports, and now that number is less than 40%. And many, many fewer athletic directors and administrators. And we really want to correct that and stem the tide of that. So we're working with organizations to promote women in all kinds of leadership positions.
Is there any final comment you'd like to make on your mission and moving forward?
It's imperative in this country that we provide girls with the same opportunities as boys, but even more so that we provide girls and boys with safe and equal access to sport because of all the important benefits that one derives from sports.